King Balak sits uneasily on his ornate throne, the weight of his kingdom pressing down on him. Surrounded by anxious advisors, Balak speaks of the approaching Israelites, his voice echoing with fear. With a decisive gesture, he summons messengers, entrusting them with a desperate mission. Lavish gifts of gold and silver gleam as they are pressed into the messenger's hands, a king's wealth offered in exchange for a prophet's curse. Outside his humble dwelling, Balaam, a respected prophet with piercing blue eyes, is approached by Balak's messengers, adorned in rich attire and bearing chests overflowing with gifts. Balaam, face etched with contemplation, gestures for them to wait as he retreats inside, seeking solace and divine guidance. Kneeling, he prays to God, his voice a low murmur against the desert wind as a dreamscape shimmers around him. In a vision, God appears, a radiant figure emanating pure light. "Do not curse these people, for they are blessed." Balaam awakens, his face resolute. Balaam rides his donkey across the desert, his robes whipped by the relentless wind, a glint of avarice in his eyes. An angel of the Lord, radiant and imposing, suddenly appears in their path, a drawn sword gleaming ominously. The donkey, sensing the divine presence, recoils in terror, its ears flattened against its head. Balaam, blind to the celestial warning, remains unaware of the angel's presence. Annoyed and impatient, Balaam tugs sharply on the reins, demanding obedience from the frightened animal. Ignoring Balaam's commands, the donkey stubbornly veers further away from the road, defying its master's will. In the stark expanse of the desert, the donkey's mouth opens, breaking the silence with an unnatural utterance. Balaam stares in bewildered shock as his donkey speaks, the words hanging heavy in the hot desert air. "Why have you beaten me these 3 times? Have I not been your faithful donkey all these years?" A divine light suddenly floods the scene, illuminating the desert with an otherworldly glow. Balaam's eyes are open to a celestial presence, his face etched with awe and fear. The angel of the Lord stands before him, radiant and imposing, a drawn sword gleaming menacingly as he commands, "Speak only God's words." On the Moabite plains, the wind carries the scent of dry earth as Balaam approaches King Balak, the landscape stretching behind him. Balaam bows slightly, his expression solemn as he declares, "I can only speak the words God commands." With unwavering resolve, Balaam questions, "How can I curse those whom God has not cursed?" His voice resolute against the whispering wind, Balaam asserts, "No one can curse whom God has blessed."